Hello everyone, my name is Thảo Minh. So now I'm gonna answer the questions from topic 6 to topic 10 of speaking part 1, 5. So now let's get started with the topic 6, plants. First question, do you keep plants at home? Yes, definitely. I would say that my home is fully equipped with a lot of plants from the first floor to the top floor, which all planted by my parents. Next, what plant did you grow when you were young? Well, when I was a kid, my mother used to instruct me to plant a tomato seed, and she also said that if I could carefully nurture this tree, I can get a lot of healing and delicious tomatoes. However, just after 2 weeks, that this tree was totally dead, and I also couldn't receive any fruit. Next, do you know anything about growing a plant? Well, I would say that I hardly read upon the knowledge about this field. However, I still know some things or some documents which is just foundational about growing a plant, like how to carefully water it or which time in the day is the best to water. Next, do Vietnamese people send plants as a gift? Well, according to my observation, people in Vietnam rarely uh, send others plants or trees as presents because they have more interesting and amusing items such as keychains for youngster or some coats or clothes for the elder. Next, topic 7, going out. First, do you bring food or snack with you when going out? Well, maybe I just sometimes bring food or snack together when I have to going out, especially in some days or some holidays that all my family go on holiday or we have to go for a long distance, that we often bring food or snacks to eat to smallly eat when we drive. Next, do you always take your mobile phone with you when going out? Yes, definitely. I would say that mobile phone is one of my indispensable items that I always bring together, even when I'm going out or at home, because I have a lot of social medias that uh, help me keep in touch with others on smartphone, so I always have to bring it together. Next, do you often bring cash with you? Uh, well, yes, I bring cash with me too pretty often, because right now in Vietnamese, cash still plays a pretty important role in people's life and in transaction. So I still bring cash with me. Next, how often do you use cash? Well, maybe I'll say that I use cash to pay for the items or to buy some products on a daily basis. Because in Vietnamese market, cash still plays as a means of in transactions, and it's also a main currency in Vietnam. So it's pretty suitable for me and essential for me to use cash to pay for things that I like. Next, topic 9, growing vegetable or fruit. 1. Are you interested in growing vegetable and fruit? Well, yes, definitely. Maybe growing vegetable and fruit is one of my hobbies because when I was just a kid, my parents instructed me to grow or plant trees and fruit pretty carefully and detailed. Uh, Meaning that now when I grow up, I can also pretty know how to grow or how to nurture plants and vegetables. Second, is growing vegetable popular in your country? It's pretty hard to say, but according to my observation, maybe yes. People in Vietnam uh, especially the elderly, have a habit of growing vegetable. They often growing plants on the rooftop or in front of the house. Next, do many people grow vegetables in your country? Yes, as I mentioned above, there are many people grow vegetable in my city because my city, Bắc Ninh province, is still a countryside one. So agriculture or self-growing to eat or to sell products is still a pretty popular and common activity. Next, do you think it's easy to grow vegetable? I think that growing or planting vegetable and fruit is pretty hard because we have to know and we also have to gain in-depth knowledge about not only how to nurture or carefully take care of them, but also know which seed is suitable for the weather conditions in our neighborhood, or some ways or some bowls to put the seeds on. Next, should schools teach students how to grow vegetable? Well, maybe if the schools can adapt the growing vegetable as a subject in their school curriculum, I think maybe it's also pretty essential because this subject can be considered to be the way or a chance for students to learn and gain some social life skills or have some soft skills in the daily life. Next, topic 9, museum. Do you think museums are important? Yes, definitely. I would say that maybe museum plays an important role in the human life because museum often contains a lot of historical documents and informations, or sometimes it also teach people about some abstract fields such as art or music. Next, are there many museums in your hometown? According to my observation, maybe no. There's just a few, maybe just 1 to 2 museums in my hometown. Because my city is still a countryside, and my city doesn't have any pretty interesting or noticeable historical documents that need a big or many museums to show up. Next, do you often visit a museum? Well, it's pretty hard to say. Maybe I would say that I rarely visit a museum because I often spend time studying or at home, and the museum and it can take a long distance from my house to go to the museum, so I also rarely go to this place. Next, when was the last time you visited a museum? Well, maybe the last time that I visited a museum was a week ago when my parents decided to go to Hanoi to visit the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. Then we also decided to visit the nearby museum next to the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, which show up some historical items or some cars, trucks, and vans which were used in war. Next, topic 10, taking a break. 1. Do you often take breaks? Yes, no, maybe, sorry. Do you often take breaks? Well, no, I would say that I hardly spend time taking breaks because now I'm in the final year studying period, so I also spend almost time to studying and doing exercise, meaning that I don't have enough time to take break. Next, what do you do when you take breaks? Well, when I have some time to relax or take a break, it's my habit just sitting back and retreat. Sometimes I lie on the bed and listen to my favorite songs to chill out after hours of hard work. Next, have you ever slept when you take a break? Well, yes, I would say that I always I always sleep when I take a break because my break often lasts from 15 to 25 minutes. So I often spend from 10 to 15 minutes every break to take a nap so that my brain can relax and increase its productivity when I grow up and turn back to my exercise. So that's all about the topic that I have to say today. Thanks for listening.